Welcome to another episode of 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes. I'm Jason Holcomb, joined as always with the coach. Coach, another big win for the Irish on the road. Kind of a stalemate early, and then we pulled out later in the half and second half and got away with a 21-6 victory over Dooley County. I know it has to make you feel good to see that second half improvement as we're going later into the year.
Well, Jay, we tried to tell everybody when we went over there, we knew that we were going to face a formidable foe in the Dooley County Bobcats, a well-coached football team. They came out defensively. That was part of our issues, is we didn't know what we were going to get. And the quality of film that we got was not one that you could study as a coach, I can tell you that. But at the end of the day, offensively, we were finally able to kind of come up with a formation that gave us opportunity to do some things. Our offensive line played pretty solid, but they just were athletic enough and physical enough to give us all we wanted. Defensively, played really well. Got ourselves in a hole a time or two, and were able to manage to bend but not break type defensive play. And at the end of the night, to hold Dooley County to 6 points, a team that had scored 106 in the previous 2 weeks, was another great job from our defensive coaches and players.
Yes, so awesome, and to get another victory under the belt and keep trying to channel on. Obviously, it was a non-region game, but that's going to change coming up when we come out of the break. But first, let's check out our Optim Player of the Week. All right, Coach Des, he's one of those guys that he's going to go grind for you. He's been doing it for a while now. Talk about what he did this past week against Dooley that made him worthy of the Optim Player of the Week honor.
Well, you know, we grade our films every week, and Des graded out at 91% on the offensive side of the ball, and that's hard to do. So, you know, and Des has always been consistent and steady for us, and he had another great night for us defensively. Was very sound in defending the run as well as getting some pressure on the quarterback. You know, I think it's just his overall consistency that he plays with. Could have probably been player of the game a time or two, him or Ramonte Doherty, either one, but a special night out of somebody's kind of knocked them out of that role. But couldn't be more proud of Des and the thing he brings to our team, not only as a player but as a leader.
Yes, and just a fantastic young man. He's such a pleasure to be around, and want to thank our folks at Optim for giving us the chance to celebrate Des and all our players of the week this year. They are phenomenal. They go with us road, home, doesn't matter, and they're going to support us and make sure that our boys are healthy and ready to rock and roll, which we hope we are this week, because we're beginning a final stretch of region games, which will determine our playoff seeding. It's win or don't play. So, Coach, this week we're going to be welcoming Jefferson County in. I know the record might not say as much as you might see, but what are you seeing out of Jefferson County that has you wanting to make sure these Irish are ready to roll?
Well, sort of a typical Jefferson County football team. J.B. Arnold is always going to have those Warriors ready to play up there. Very athletic football team. They've been in every game, had chances to win every game, and just come up a little bit short. There's nothing they like more than beating Dublin. And, you know, I told our players, and I was told this, and I'm sure it's probably true, that Jefferson County has beaten us the last 5 times we've played them.
Wow.
And you know, they've had our number. And I know that this is a sort of a must-win game for them right now. And for us, if we want to have a chance to get to where we'd like to get to, it's when we're going to have to be ready to play. Jay, we're so excited to get back finally.
Yes, finally.
And play right here in the Shamrock Bowl. It's been about 5 weeks since we've been at home, and we're just looking forward to the crowd turning out and representing Dublin the way we want to be represented.
Yes, we want that crowd to turn out. We've got a bunch of special occasions going to be coming up as well. First off, we're going to be recognizing Tom Stewart, longtime educator, coach. Just a phenomenal person. So excited. I know for you, Coach, it means a lot to be able to honor Mr. Tom this week. But we also have a pink out going on. Want you guys to be sure to wear your pink as part of breast cancer awareness. That's part of our cheerleading squad, and I want to make sure that we support those young ladies for all that they do. And then we're also got middle school night.
Middle school night, and I'm looking forward. We're going to have the opportunity to recognize our middle school football team this year. Had a great year, kind of got things headed back in the right direction. And when your foundation is good, then hopefully you can build a good house on top of it. And that foundation's looking really good this year at our middle school football program.
Yes, thank you, Coach Watts, and all the coaches there at the middle school. It's been so wonderful to watch these boys play so hard and see the intensity all on the sidelines from everybody. So thank you, Coach Watts. But, Coach, before we let you go, there's a lot of orange happening around in the world. I know you were excited. I was afraid we might hear Rocky Top when we did the open for the show, but Facebook would keep us from being able to air that. But I know you're focused on green and gold, but I also know it didn't hurt to have the big orange take a win over Alabama.
Well, finally, my grandson, who's been an Alabama fan, had the opportunity to experience the other side. He's not old enough to remember the last time Tennessee won, so it's a good win. I tell people all the time, yeah, I'm a Tennessee fan. I grew up there, so that's what I've owned since I was little. But the only people I stress over were green and gold.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, we want to make sure that you guys come out and support the green and gold this week. 7:30 is our kickoff. All of our celebrations for Mr. Tom Stewart are going to be taking place at 6:50. Be sure to come out early. It's going to be worth your while. This man was just a fine representative for Dublin. He was a coach, principal, superintendent, did all those things that you'd like to see an educator do to sport, and was always on the hill at practice.
Always.
So we want to make sure you guys come out and support us. And as always, this has been 3rd and 3 with Coach Roger Holmes.